video. I'm Daniel Dunn, the ESA founder, and today I'm honored and excited to be bringing you a video that we can use to not simply survive, but flourish past immediate threats to our survival and health, and our way of life economically and ecologically as well. And like all the videos, I'm going to pack as much information as I possibly can in just a few short minutes. So thanks for bearing with me, covering a ton of information really fast. It's very valuable. And again, we can use it to not just simply survive in an immediate sense in the day and age that we're in, but flourish in an economic and political sense as well. So really quick, if you're not familiar with the Ethical Sustainability Alliance, it is a social enterprise, but more so it is a systematic method of everybody collectively looking after the vital needs, which are safety and health, education, technology and infrastructure, social organization, and ecological development. When we do that, we not only gain safety, but we gain development of our return of investment of time, effort, resources, and technology the most efficiently that we possibly can. What's most important with that is that when we are providing for ourselves, tyrants and criminals cannot as easily influence us to try and take control over us. If we're doing nothing, people will try and take control. So if we're doing something, then we have the power and efficiency. We're not going to be slaves to somebody else. That's extremely important. So with that, we can not just simply survive, but flourish. And with that, for the purpose of this video, that's the ESA basics. But for this video with the ESA, I'm going to talk about how we can use that in an immediate survival and health sense, along with a political and economic sense as well. So both of those simultaneously at the same time, of course, happens by us having awareness, communication, and then action. So everybody always needs to pay attention, not just to the immediate sense of like your neighborhoods, who's who in your neighborhood, networking with people, ham radios, cell phone numbers, email addresses. Technology is probably going to drop if there's a major issue. So ham radios, cell phones, emails, stay in constant communication with people, your immediate family, your neighborhood, know who's who, what streets are important, the topography, the lay of the land, the terrain, everything. Really get serious and have responsibility for your immediate area, who's who. Really important with that. If possible, try and know what districts are pro-police and what districts that are not pro-police or anti-police, that are pro-riot or whatever. So those people cannot have police and show us how it's done, and then the other people who want protection and the police can have that there. That's how it ought to be. But with or without any kind of official thing like that, because the ESA hasn't been able to do that without funding, we haven't been supported enough. We don't have anyone supporting us actually. But so without that, everybody needs to individually and as a community do that themselves. Network, know how you're going to provide for your vital needs the best that you can, safety and health, again, what streets and roads and everything. But with that, before things become so bad that we have to deal with it on an immediate safety and health level, we need to look at these issues on a political sense, on more of a civil issue sense, and come together with petitions and knowing the facts genuinely of all of us continually providing for what is a positive force and condemning and preventing and opposing what is a negative force. So all of us always needs to be doing something pro-positively to prevent things from becoming an immediate threat to survival and health like they have become. So with that, again, the resolution to both of them is awareness, communication, and action. So we need to know what's going on, that's the vital needs. Communication, we need to know what's been developed with the vital needs and what hasn't, and what we all need to do in order to do that. So when we know all this stuff, then comes communication. So on an immediate sense of survival and health, on communication, you definitely need to know how to yell back at people and hold your ground or get the hell out of there. But your voice, either way, is really, really important to be able to give commands to people, say get back and get away from me, and mean it, because that really is your safety and health. Before someone gets in an altercation with you, even if it's clear they're going to attack you, most of the time it's a really, really good idea to at least say for the facts, to shock them and shut them down and gain some power yourself, and tell them to get the hell away from me, or get the F back, or get away from me, leave me alone. Let it be clear that you don't want them near you, even if it's very clear that you don't already. So you really need to use your voice for that. But again, before it gets to that level, we all need to voice, all of us need to voice pro-positive development for political issues before it gets to that point. So we all again need to have awareness and communication before taking physical action, signing petitions, going to meetings, whatever it is, voting however we can, speaking out, especially speaking out against criminal or immoral behavior, from everyone, from police stations to poor neighborhoods to rich neighborhoods. It doesn't matter who somebody is or where they're at. Speak out against immoral behavior. If someone's talking highly of criminal behavior and wanting to go commit a crime, or they're being negative or whatever, and you can sense that, you can tell, if you can possibly within your own safety, speak out against that, because you're going to correct, whether it's the police or a poor neighborhood or rich neighborhood, crime neighborhood, whatever. Speaking out against the negative, you're going to be a positive force amongst the negative force, and watch, if people do that, you're going to see crime drop and positive things happen like never before. I promise, if you listen to what I'm saying, you'll see it's true. Return of investment of our time, effort, and resources like you've never seen. Looking after the vital needs ethically and sustainably. And again, with awareness, communication, and physical action, we can do that in an immediate safety and health sense, and in a political, economic, and ecological development sense. So again, paying attention, knowing what's going on, and communicating. If it's an immediate sense, communicate. Tell someone that you don't want them near you if you're being attacked. And again, before you're attacked individually, it's your neighborhood. Network with people, know who's who, cell phone numbers, emails, however you can. We've got to do that. So everyone has got to take action. Everyone, however you can, know who's who and what's what in your neighborhood, but definitely your city, what zip codes preferably, what areas of who is pro and anti-police, and especially politically and economically, we need to speak out against criminal behavior and towards pro-positive development behavior, especially with the issues. And again, the vital needs is how we do that. So I really hope this is helpful. It seems almost too simple what I'm talking about, but again, no one's doing this, and we really ought to be, and we need to be, because as human beings on God's beautiful blue and green planet, it's really not my opinion, it's just how you survive. You have to be capable as an individual and aware of what's going on, or else we're going to be vulnerable. And the more prepared and knowledgeable we are and able to communicate and take right action, the better we'll all be to prevent bad things before they happen the same as well. So again, this is a lot in one short video, making it really, really quick. I really hope you appreciate what I put into this video. Don't have a lot of time to keep going over everything, but questions, comments, again, if we want ESA support from the top down and the bottom up, we need to have more support. So however you can, please support esanow.org. Again, questions, comments, love it all, and God bless y'all. Till next time, thanks for joining me.